We are going to change our lives in 6 months. I have some goals on my list that I really want to accomplish, and honestly, scaring me. I'm petrified of the goals that I've set. And here's the thing, do it scared. And if you are not ready to accept the challenge right now, you can do it in a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months, but years will go by and you may continue being unhappy with your life. So I would challenge you, start now, start tomorrow. We're gonna go through my goals and maybe it'll inspire you to create some of your own, and then we can do this together. That's basically what this video is. Ooh, I have recorded that intro so many times, and that was not a comfortable seating position, if you know what I mean. I just can't say it because I don't want people clipping that. So I feel like some of you might be in a similar boat to me, where I have a goalpost that somehow keeps getting pushed and I can't wait any longer. I need to change my life and I'm going to do it as soon as possible. And for me, I'm starting today, February 1st. 2026. The challenge will be complete at the end of July, July 31st, 2026, and I'll have a wrap-up for you in early August to commemorate this journey and share whether or not I was successful. And here's the thing, I'm delusional as hell right now. I'm gonna be successful. And also that's partly what this video is for, not only just to inspire you to set some goals and also go on this trajectory of changing your life for 6 months, but also just so I can look back at this and remember my why of why I want to achieve all of these goals. So if there's ever a day or a moment where I'm just like, I don't know if I want to do the things that I said I want to do, I'm going to look back at this video and be like, this is why I want to do it. This is just going to be my little motivation. It's going to be your motivation to get started, my motivation to keep going, and it's going to be a fantastic time. Anyway, did I introduce myself? Hi, my name is Art. I try and make videos where I spice up my life a little bit because I want to find and create more joy. It really is just that. And I'm hoping that you also take some inspiration to find and create more joy in your life as well. Here's how I see it. This series you can be watching for a couple of things. One, inspiration. You want to do this challenge and you want to see how you can do it too. Two, you can be watching purely for entertainment. You want to see, can I do it, right? Number three, you are going to do this alongside me, which is my preferred method, and we can keep each other accountable in the coming weeks. That's how I see it, and maybe you see it similarly. Or if there's other ways that you would view this series, put them in the comments. I want to know how you're watching content, because I sit and think about how I'm watching content and I kind of make videos for me, which is fantastic. But I am trying to grow an audience, and with that, I would love to know what the audience wants. That being said, I feel like this is quite a disarray, and I need to start tidying up so you can actually take me seriously. So I'm gonna do a quick tidy and I'll circle back. I'll let you know what my goals are, why I want to achieve them, and how I plan on achieving them. We're gonna have fun. It's gonna be a great series. I'm so excited. Ah! Okay, the songs getting stuck in my head are like iconic 2000s. Right before I recorded the camera, I was singing like Nina Sky. Ooh, move your body, girl, make the fellas go the way you ride it, girl. All right, let me focus. I'm sorry. Time for the main event, where I tell you all the goals that I have and that we will be accomplishing within these next 6 months. Feel free to steal these goals. Feel free to take them and turn it into your own. I know that there are people who have a specific way of creating goals. I know SMART goals, the way that I will not be doing SMART goals at all. I don't care. I need some of these to be ambiguous to feel like I can achieve anything in life, and that when the time comes and it's time for my own personal judgment, that I'm happy with the decision I make. And so some of these are ambiguous on purpose, but I will do my best to clarify, because I do want to have a distinct measurement to know what I'm striving for. With that being said, the 4 categories are physical health, skills, finance and career, and hobbies. And let's break it down. For physical health, I want to increase my stamina and my flexibility. I want to be able to do the splits, front left, front right, and middle. I didn't do that wrong. For stamina, I want to work out 3 to 4 times a week and walk for at least a half hour every single day. I want to grow my hair, which just longer. I want to even out my complexion, so the hyperpigmentation, specifically on like my knees. I have a line on my like foot to shin area that a doctor called out, and like I can't stop thinking about it. I'm not insecure about it, but it's like, why would you point it out? I'm a 13-year-old girl. Like, I already have insecurities developing. Why would you give me a new one? Anyway, I want to eat more whole foods. My nutritionist and I came up with a diet that basically is just like cut out all the fried food, don't eat as much processed food. And with that, I'm kind of just like, all right, we're going to be cooking a lot at home. It is daunting. Next, I want to do my Ortho-K lenses every day. I've been doing Ortho-K. We're going on 3 years this year. I have a video coming out about it. But if you don't know what it is, it's basically a hard contact lens that you sleep in, you take it out in the morning, and it corrects your vision overnight so that you can see without glasses during the day. And it has the ability to stop your eyesight from deteriorating. It can also reduce your need for wearing glasses entirely, so you can like correct your actual vision without LASIK. And you'll learn more about it. If you have any questions, obviously put comments down below because that video is coming out and I'm working on it and it's gonna take me a while. For skills, I want to improve my Spanish proficiency. If you've watched my videos, some of them I speak a different language and somebody asked me what language am I speaking and it's Spanish. Español es mi primer idioma y no lo uso tanto. Hablo español con mi familia, específicamente con mi tía y mi mamá, y cuando estoy hablando con ellas es en Spanglish, no es en español completamente. Y quiero tratar a usar español más para que estoy más cómoda hablando en español y para tener una mejor competencia hablando. Quiero conectar más con mi país, mi familia que solo hablan español, y también estoy creando una vida que me encanta y las cosas que me encantan yo quiero compartirlos con mi familia. Y también porque puede ser que trato a vivir en Honduras por un poquito. I don't know. It's just nice to know that I can always grow roots in the country that I was potentially going to be raised there, if not America. And also, I want to learn other languages, and I personally believe I would do myself a disservice if I didn't perfect my first language before going on to learn a third. Next, I want to reduce my screen time and create more. I think these two go hand in hand. Create more videos, try new recipes, color, just not scroll as much. I will be sharing my screen time with you, but I'm going to be quite honest with you. I don't think that matters. I think it's more of just like, instead of doom scrolling, do something. Edit, color, gem paint, crochet, sew, something. But just stop scrolling as much. Moving on, I want to improve my makeup skills. I think it's so fun. I've been watching makeup videos for the dawn of time, it feels like. And I don't play with makeup, so I want to play with makeup. I just want to have fun with makeup, and there's more to it, but we'll get into it when I start playing with my makeup. Next, this is like my big boy goal, career and finance. I want to make $100,000 in 6 months. Full transparency, I have never in my life made $100,000 in a year, and I'm going to do it in 6 months. This is the one goal where I have a bit of self-doubt, and it would be mind-altering. It would be world-altering to me if I am actually capable of doing this. And so I'm just going to move forward as if it is possible, because why not? Honestly, I'm doing this series because I tried recording this video earlier this year and I caught myself telling myself that like, that's not possible. I can't do it in a year. And I was like, why can't I? Let's do it in 6 months. So I'm a bit intense if you couldn't tell, but yeah, we're going to try and make this happen because literally, why not? Anyway, next to same category, I want to find a new job and I want to monetize content. If I can get to a point where I'm making my paycheck from the content that I create online, I will be considering that a new job. I don't think it's smart for me to find another job while doing this challenge in particular. And I do enjoy my job. I'm not learning. And I think just because this is stable, it pays, it's consistent, and I have something else that I'm building towards, I think it'd be significantly more difficult to try and monetize my content while also learning a new job. So the new job is more of just turning content creation into an income. There are other areas that I am planning to try to make that $100,000 with. And if I enjoy those more, then hey, that might be the new job too. Basically, like, start a bunch of side hustles, see which ones stick, and go from there. If you're curious how I plan to make the $100,000, just keep watching. That's going to be the next segment. But let me finish off with this list of goals before I get into how I'm actually going to accomplish these things. So, last category, hobbies. I want to document more of my life. That comes with filming for YouTube, filming for TikTok and Instagram. I do plan to be posting everything that I'm posting on TikTok and Instagram. I will be posting as a short. In addition to just documenting through content, I have a planner from 2024. Yes, from 2024, I use the weekly spread to document like the things that I wanted to do. I use the daily spread as for journaling, but for my monthly spread, I took that as an opportunity to take photos from throughout the month and put them in my monthly spread, and I decorated it, and it was so cutie, and I love looking back at it. It brings me so much joy, and I don't take enough photos. I think taking more photos, not only for content creation, but also just to have that moment and creating those collages, that would be so cutie. I just need to take more photos and be less afraid of showing who I am now. My YouTube channel is a relic to me. It is one of my prized possessions. I love everything that I post. I love the memories that it comes with, and having like a tangible memory is so wild. And I know tangible is more of like a feeling thing, but like being able to see something that you remember, it feels so whole. It feels so good to like know that something happened and you have that moment in time captured forever for you to look back on forever. That moment will always be clear. I love that, and I want to keep that up. Next, I want to build an indoor garden. It's mostly going to be herbs. I want to explore and help my community, which essentially means volunteering, visiting all the botanical gardens in New York City, and also visiting the aquarium. I threw this one in as a cop-out. Like, I love an easy check mark. You need easy check marks. Fitness classes. I love fitness classes. I've been taking pole dancing classes, and it's been extremely fun. And I'm hoping to also take swim classes. And lastly, I want to learn to sew / make patterns. If you don't know about like making garments at all, a pattern is basically the stencils you use to create a garment. So you make the shape into the stencil, you use the stencil to cut out the fabric or to make the fabric, and then you join the fabric pieces together, and then you have a garment. So I basically just want to make like a seasonal wardrobe. I'm thinking summer, and also swimwear, which is summer wardrobe in my opinion. So with that being all of my goals, I want to share with you how I plan on achieving them. I'm tempted to give you another angle, but I don't want to. I'm cozy. This is my comfy corner. Okay. Basically with my goals, I broke it down into things that I have to do daily, frequently throughout the week, what I want to do within the first 3 months, what I want to do by spring, and then overall understanding of what needs to be documented. So for a daily routine, I want to stretch, which will help me get my splits, walk for 30 minutes for stamina, edit with documenting my life and also creating more, the planner spread for creating more and documenting my life. I want to journal in Spanish and also dedicate time to speaking in Spanish. So a veces en mi video, yo voy a hablar en español. Then I want to moisturize my hair before bed every night. I'm going to shower and moisturize every day, and I put that as a goal for the sheer fact of I just purchased a turmeric soap to help evening out my complexion. I used it about twice, and I already noticed a quite dramatic shift in my skin complexion. So doing it every night just to expedite the process, moisturize for the health of my skin, and then Ortho-K every night. So those are all of my daily habits. Next, things done frequently throughout the week. I want to wash my hair twice a week. Again, it is winter, and I'm probably not going to do that until it starts to warm up, but in the wintertime, I think once a week is great amount. Working out 3 times a week, probably going to end up being fitness classes. I do enjoy me a fitness class. If I run out of ClassPass memberships, because I do have a ClassPass subscription, if I run out of credits for that, then I might hit the gym. I do have a workout plan by Natasha Ocean that I have never finished. Never finished. I keep restarting. I don't get really far into it, but I have 2 options: workout class or that workout program, or just like lifting something, pick things up, put them down. What's wrong with that? Next is meal prep and planning. I want to dedicate a day to just food and making sure that food is good for the rest of the week. So all I have to do is grab and go. And also on a weekly basis, I want to practice my makeup on a weekly basis. I don't see myself making a YouTube video on that. So if you really want to see me practice with makeup, tips and tricks, different techniques, I highly recommend you follow me on my TikTok and Instagram. And I'm also going to stop and say, like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Comment words of encouragement for me. Comment if you want to be doing this, whether it's now or in the future. I want to know where you guys are at. Also, following me on my other platforms, because I plan on posting twice a month on YouTube. Please subscribe, notifications on if you really want to see my videos. And I'm going to be completely transparent with you. The first few videos of this series are more foundational, and by the time those foundational videos are up, I will give you a 3-month update. So I'll be halfway through by the time you see any progress on YouTube. So I do recommend checking out the Shorts tab for this series, in addition to following me on my platforms if you want to watch more progress in a shorter video. Just wanted to put that out there. That's how I plan on doing this. On TikTok, we'll definitely get more of like my meals, in addition to my thought processes throughout filming, in addition to some makeup tutorials. I think all of that's going to get thrown on to TikTok if you want like to hang out with me in short bursts. For Instagram, I'm hoping to document more of like daily vlogs, which I cannot guarantee will go up daily, but as frequently as I can for sure. And if you don't have TikTok or Instagram, either or both, I will also be sure to try and post everything onto YouTube Shorts. Some of the things that I want to achieve, which I'm getting into how to achieve them soon, I don't see myself making a full-blown YouTube video on, so I will offer them as shorts also in case you aren't on those other platforms. But if there's something that you want to see more, I want to make sure that you guys are getting it. So please let me know if you guys use shorts, if you are open to using shorts to follow me throughout the series, or if you'd prefer to see me on other platforms. But yeah, love to know. Continuing on with my list of how to get things done, I want, for the indoor garden, there are 3 plants that I want, specifically herbs. I'm saying plants because they are, but there are 3 herbs that I want to collect. Cilantro and parsley are a non-negotiable must be in my home for this garden. And the third, I am eager for a mint plant. I don't know what it is that herb has on my life. The tea, it doesn't matter. I just love mint, and it is so perfect. I love the smell. And I put it in like everything that I can. It's really bad. Mint ice cream? I know some of y'all are like, no. I know some of y'all are like, no, but for me, so those are my 3 plants. Honorable mentions if I have time or if I run across somebody who's open to allowing me to propagate their herbs. Basil, chive, rosemary, thyme, spearmint. Because again, mint is that girl for me. Next, when it comes to community stuff, I want to volunteer at least once. There's a lot going on in this country, in the world, where I just want to be a helping hand to my community. I really want to do something that helps people. There's a lot going on with ICE and deportation, people who need food and homelessness. Like, there are so many different crises that truly break my heart that I want to give back. I truly want to volunteer in a way that helps people directly. So I'm going to be looking at different places to volunteer, and that one's going to get done. Unfortunately, I'm selfish, and I also have some health concerns where going out into the cold is not the best thing for me, emotionally, physically. So that's probably going to wait until the warmer months, which I'm hoping is soon. I think it starts to warm up in March. So fingers crossed we actually get that spring, because apparently there's another snowstorm coming, and I can't. Moving on, I want to visit the aquarium. I've never been to the New York Aquarium. I saw it growing up, but I didn't know that was like New York City's aquarium. And yeah, I really want to go. Also, visiting the Bronx Botanical Garden, Brooklyn Botanical Garden, Queens Botanical Garden, the Manhattan Conservatory, and the Staten Island Chinese Garden. Those are all of them. All of the botanical gardens in New York, I'm gonna be there. If there's a flower in conglomeration, I'm gonna show up. Lastly, for my checklist goals are learning to sew. So I want to sew pajamas, I want to sew swimwear, I want to sew a dress, a top, pants, and a skirt. I don't know why I keep putting fingers down as I'm counting. I realize I did that. I'm so sorry. That's confusing. But yes, 4 articles of clothing to be considered a wardrobe in addition to pajamas and swimwear. That is my checklist of goals. And then things to just keep track of overall. I want to make $100,000. I forgot to say it out loud, but my goal is to make this money by doing UGC content, acting, modeling, and potentially some brand ambassadorships. So like when brands pop up randomly in New York City, the people who help guide that experience. So I just have to track my income and make sure I'm doing that. Reducing my screen time, I did take a look, and honestly, I can take a look again to see. Okay, I did take a look, and when I last checked, on average, my phone usage is about 7 to 8 hours. I will just say 8. My laptop usage is around 6 hours. And so my overall usage was at like 11 hours a day, which I don't know how true that is, because the overall, it's like I'll scroll through Instagram and I'm just like, I have to stop scrolling, put my phone down, walk away, do a bunch of stuff, come back to my phone, and not only is it lit up, it's still on Instagram, and I feel like that counts towards my screen time, and I don't think it should. Granted, me specifically selecting apps is definitely not going to change anything, but I don't know, it's the only way I'm going to measure it, because you're out of your mind if you think I'm going to stop and be like, wait, I must start a stopwatch while I scroll through Instagram. I'm gonna just trust my phone. I'm gonna just trust her. 10 hours on TikTok is insane. 10 hours on YouTube, I would argue less so insane, because honestly, I'm probably not watching your video, I'm listening to it. But 10 hours on TikTok is insane. So I'm just gonna try and reduce that as much as possible, which is definitely possible if I'm spending my time editing and creating for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you join me on this adventure, whether it's with me February 1st or in the future. I just want us to live our best lives and enjoy as much of life as we can while we can. Anyway, that being said, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Mwah!